Come around, listen in and join the fun. Learning as we go, new words and stories. Adventures begun. Let's open up the pages. Don't have far to look. It's all in a book. Ruthy's Reading Room. Ruthy's Reading Room. Ruthy's Reading Room. Ruthy's Reading Room.
Why, hello everybody! Welcome to Ruthy's Reading Room. I'm Ruthy, and this is my buddy Jaw. He's my favorite stuffy, and he'll be joining us for story time today. Now, how is everybody doing today? Are we ready to read? Give me a yes! All right, everybody is ready. So I'm going to ask, in case you don't have one already, to run and go get your stuffy or bring along a friend and we'll all read together. Run and come back now. Okay, my friends are coming back. Come on, I know sometimes it's hard to get going, but come on back, we're waiting for you. Excellent. Are we ready to ask the question together? Yes? Which book is coming off the shelf next? Let's see. What do we have here? Our last book for Black History Month, but not our last book about Black history. It's called 365 Days of Blackness. This book was written by Benjamin Hicks, and the book cover was illustrated by Dirk Joseph. This is an Ingleside publication. Are we ready to see what's inside? Wait, let's make sure. Come on, Jaw. Let's put our listening ears on and put our hands in our lap. And I'm going to check. I have to make sure you're all sitting nicely. No fighting with your brother or sister, okay? Ooh, there's some reflection in my glasses, but I can still see you. Oh, very good. Oh, good. You're sharing. No more fighting. Excellent. Yes. Let's read the book. Okay, so let's dive in. Any ideas what this could be about? 365 Days of Blackness. I think that goes along with the message that we don't have to just learn about Black history during Black History Month. 365 days a year, we can add to our knowledge bank. There we go. Introduction. In our everyday life, we use and pass great inventions that Black men and women have created and still are creating. Every time I see what a Black man and woman has invented, I just get so excited because the entire world is using inventions from a people who were slaves, called 3/5 of human beings and called inferior. How's that for overcoming your circumstances? Awesome, huh? I believe the legacy of these inventors should be cultivating our people's minds. These inventors' bios and inventions should be memorized like lyrics from those hip hop songs. These inventors should be role models for the young people of today. Libraries, schools, colleges, and bookstores shouldn't just celebrate these inventors just in February, but year round. Some of these inventors I didn't know about. There's always learning, right? I didn't know about the struggles they overcame. I didn't know about the racism they had to endure. I didn't know about the sacrifices they had to make. I didn't know about the lack of education they received. With all these obstacles stacked against them, God allowed these inventors to create inventions that others wouldn't dream of creating to be used in the 21st century. I pray that this book is a blessing to those who read it. Our history is our legacy that should be passed down from generation to generation. We must do this, not others. I truly believe knowledge is power that should be used to educate us and not enslave us. So what I'm going to do with this book, little readers, is I'm going to choose a few of the inventors who are highlighted in this book for today's reading. And then I'll come back and talk about some of the other inventions. That sounds like a good deal? High five! All right, let's start. Patricia E Bath, MD. Patricia E Bath was born in Harlem, New York. She received her BS degree from Hunter College in 1964. She then graduated from Howard University with a MD degree in 1968. At the age of 53, she was a well-known ophthalmologist and surgeon. She helped to create an ophthalmology training program at Martin Luther King Jr. and Charles R. Drew Medical Center. In May 17, 1988, she received her patent number 4744360 for her laser cataract surgery device. In 1988, she received 4 more patents for this invention. She also received patents from Japan and Canada in 1992 for the invention. Her invention was a surgical device that removed the cataractous lens. Before she invented this invention, doctors used the laser to treat patients who had secondary cataractous membranes, diabetic retinal diseases, and glaucoma. This device was powered by laser energy, which removed fragments from the cataract. Wow, gotta be a smart cookie. Okay, up next, Joseph Hawkins developed what are known today as oven racks, but then they were called gridiron. The gridiron was made out of metal racks that were attached to a wooden handle. The gridiron was placed inside people's fireplaces or campfires. He received the patent number 3973 for his invention on March 26, 1845. So a long time ago. He invented his invention out of necessity. As people celebrate the holidays with family members and friends over a festive meal, they should thank God, the cook, and Joseph for his invention. That's good. What would we do without that oven rack, right? Can't take the small stuff for granted. And as I'm reading this, if you purchase your own copy by clicking the link in the description, there are additional questions to make sure that you really remember the information that you're reading. Okay, moving along. Lloyd P Ray. Lloyd P Ray invented the dustpan. Anybody a cleaner out there? This was described as having a metal collection plate attached to a wooden handle. He received his patent number 587,607 on August 3, 1897. Prior to him inventing the dustpan, people used pieces of paper to sweep the trash up with. Now, who has to do chores? Who helps with cleanup at home? Now, imagine after you sweep the floor, having to use a piece of paper to pick up the garbage. Thank you to Lloyd P Ray. We don't have to do that. We have the dustpan. High five. Thomas W Stewart. Thomas W Stewart was tired of cleaning someone else's floors on his hands and knees using a brush or rags to scrub with. His invention was made out of a wood stick handle which was connected to a metal clasp that held the cloth in place. He received the patent number 499,402 on June 13, 1893 for his mop invention. Did anyone guess that's what it was? Yeah, it's a mop. Thomas W. Stewart and William E. Johnson patented the station indicator. They received the patent number 499,895 on June 20th, 1893. The station indicator was a device which indicated what location the vehicles were crossing the track. Before any vehicles crossed the track, the station indicator automatically sent a signal to a lever. Isn't that interesting? How one person's invention kind of gets modified and changed as time goes on? We're seeing how inventors back then and still today are impacting the way we live our lives. Probably today it's more technology, but they all solve problems that would make our lives a lot harder without them. It's good to highlight some of the inventions Black people made. All right, and our last one for today, we'll look at Henry Brown. Henry Brown invented the receptacle for storing and preserving paper because people didn't have any secure place to put their valuables other than the bank. People back then didn't believe bank employees could be trusted to keep their valuables safe. The receptacle for storing and preserving paper was a container that was made out of forged metal. The container had a lock with a key. He received the patent number 352,036 on November 2nd, 1886. His invention went on to become the strong box. It looks something like this. Are you all taking note of the years these inventions were made? They were done a long time ago, but as you can see, we're still using the ideas today. Very cool. Are there any inventors out there? Yeah, some very creative kids. I'm sure you're coming up with ideas that future generations will thank you for. So, as we conclude for today, I want to thank you for joining me in Ruthy's reading room and coming to read with us every story time, especially for Black History Month. But as I keep saying, keep the learning going. You can research and take interest in Black history any time of the year. So I hope you do. And I'll continue to share books and information about that too. All right, so we have a deal, right? You keep learning and I'll keep sharing, and we will add to the knowledge bank. Check in the description below. You'll find the link to where you can purchase this book. Thank you for joining us in Ruthy's reading room. It's always a good time. And remember, the best place to read is wherever you are with a book. Please remember to subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and hit that notification bell so we can read together again next time. Happy reading, little readers. Bye.
Ruthy's read it.